Hey guys, this is Booligan with Airsoft Retreat, BooliganAirsoft.com, and Airsoft Insider Magazine. Today we're going to take a look at a gun that I have eagerly been anticipating its release for quite some time now, the Echo One AR57. Now, what the hell is the AR57? The AR57 in real steel is a replacement upper for your AR pattern lower that allows you to shoot the 5.7 by 28 round used in the P90, as well as utilize 50 round capacity top loading P90 magazines. Why would somebody want to do this? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, you want to get into shooting the 5.7 round, but you don't want to buy a whole new gun. The upper alone is much less than a PS90 would normally be. Second, you want to use the ballistics of the 5.7 by 28 round, but you want to have much more customizability, you want to have a better trigger, you want to have better options to add optics and sights. This is really the way to do it. Now, Echo One has reproduced this gun pretty faithfully. It includes two 68 round top loading P90 magazines that include the dummy rounds, make it look a little bit nicer. The gun has full metal construction. The upper receiver is one big monolithic piece, so you get zero creaks or wobbles in that. The lower receiver is also metal and is pretty much a standard AR or M4 lower receiver. You've got a crane stock which serves as your battery compartment, and the gun includes a 9.6 volt 1200 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride nunchuck style battery and triple charger. The pistol grip is very comfortable, a little bit fatter than your normal M4 pistol grip, and you do have this slightly enlarged trigger guard. A little bit easier to use it with gloves. Now, how does this gun work? You've got no magazine located here. That is how it should be. Now, you may see some pictures of people putting a magazine in the bottom. There is a reason for this. On the real steel AR57, you can actually put a gutted magazine in the bottom to act as a bit of a rudimentary shell catcher. In Airsoft, there's no reason to do that. It's just kind of for looks. I will be leaving mine open. As in on the real gun, this functions as your ejection port. That's where your used shells come out. I like to keep it open. Magazine changes are not that bad. You are going to have a little bit of a learning curve with it because you have to get used to, sliding them in and whacking them down in there, but it's certainly not bad, and it is totally ambidextrous. You have ambidextrous controls here. Basically, this gun uses a slightly modified version 2 gearbox, as well as a very custom hop-up unit and a Mad Bull yellow bucking. Your hop-up adjuster is located here. When you pull this back, you get zero access to it. You have to remove the magazine in order to adjust the hop-up, which is a little bit of a con. I'm not particularly pleased that that's how it has to happen, but I understand in order to get stuff to fit, you kind of have to do that sometimes. That being said, it is a relatively stiff adjuster and will hold its setting very well, especially after my test shooting. Now, you do have some rail surfaces up front and on the back. You are slightly limited in what rail or what optics you can put on the back because you can't have them overhanging the magazine too much. You can, at its lowest, angle it in about there, but because of the curve in the receiver, it's generally easiest just to bring it in from on top when you're reloading. Gun does include these flip-up iron sights, which are very nice. They have a locking button to keep them up, dual apertures, and they are fully adjustable for windage and for elevation. Performance-wise, as you saw in the chrono video at the beginning of this, it's shooting right around between 410 and 420 FPS using an M120 spring. Rate of fire with the stock 9.6 volt battery is around 12 rounds per second, as you'll hear. Not bad trigger response. Sounds pretty good when firing. A little bit of motor whine, but that generally comes with a stock gun. And then on full auto, not the fastest rate of fire, but we are using a stock included with the gun 9.6 volt nickel metal hydride battery. The gun is listed as being LiPo ready, which is a marketing term, as basically every gun is LiPo ready. But I have put a LiPo in this and run it, and it shoots very, very well on my Tenergy 11.1 volt LiPo. The only problem that I have, it won't fit in my crane stock, and you do have a fuse holder that's located in the buffer tube, so you can't readily install a buffer tube LiPo. So you're gonna have to get a small LiPo pack in order to run one in this. Orange plastic tip, there is no metal tip that's included. However, there should be 14mm negative threaded muzzle underneath here, which would make accessorizing this a piece of cake. Plenty of rail space. The rails are all to spec. I haven't had anything that didn't fit particularly well. Disassembly is a bit of a pain. You have to kind of disassemble it from the bottom, kind of take everything off, take the bottom receiver off in order to basically pull the gearbox out. It's sort of like a Hurricane in that way. Overall, I love the way this thing feels. I like the way it shoots. Performance is good. I wish I could get my my 11.1 volt LiPo in there, but if I remove the fuse, I will easily be able to fit one in there. I love that it includes 2 magazines. You get Echo One's 30-day support. You get legal licensed trademarks. This thing's not going to get stopped at customs. It is legit. The trademarks and the design are all licensed through the company that makes the real AR57. 2 magazines. Flip-up iron sights. I mean, really, it is a pretty good deal. Coming in at $240 on Echo One's website, a link for which will be provided in the information section on this video. Be sure to check out the full review on this gun on Booligan Airsoft and Airsoft Retreat. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.